2020. Yeah. 2020. Wow. 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 New year. I'm just going to confess up front. I'm going to be all over the place with this video. All over the place. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, this is the first time you're going to be like, well, what's wrong with her? Nothing's wrong with me. I always act this way. Look behind me. Look laying on the tubs in front of me. The house is a disaster. I can't get the energy, the stamina to get my Christmas put up. John put up some of the large items on Sunday when I was still running a fever sick. We went off Monday. And let me just tell you, I guess one reason I'm a little frustrated on this is because this video is going to partially replace a video that we did in the car on the way to Selma that was so adorably cute. We were so happy to be out. We were working off each other, bouncing off, laughing. I opened Christmas cards. We had a great time. I just got home and did the video on my phone in iMovie. And iMovie's got a little quirky, I have a new Mac Pro book and an old laptop. My older laptop will not read my new iPhone 11. So, and I gotta have some help on the MacBook Pro. I'm just sorry. I am usually very tech savvy, but the MacBook Pro is kicking my butt. And my attention span is this long. And so, anyway, it's gotten to where on my iMovie, sometimes it says there's not enough memory to save it. Well, I've got 256 gig on my phone. I'm only using that much of it, even though I've got like 4,000 pictures on there. There's ample of space on there. So anyway, what I've been having to do is take some stuff out of iMovie that I had. Well, I deleted the dadgum raw footage before I saved it to my camera roll. I worked Saturday night with a program trying to get it back. I couldn't do it. So just aggravation, frustration, aggravation. I've never lost a video before. I've never lost raw footage that I really wanted to use for a video, so it's a first. So it was really cute. Y'all would have really liked it. You would have laughed a lot. John and I were laughing like crazy. Now you're seeing me sitting here. I did get a shower. I did get my hair washed, which I hate to even go here. When you suffer with autoimmune, fibromyalgia, dysautonomia, chronic fatigue, a shower is a big thing sometimes. A shower is a big thing most of the time. A shower and washing my hair and drying my hair is a huge thing, because I have to hold my arms up to do all that. So, sitting here, it's 40 something degrees outside. I got the air cut down to 65 and I'm sitting here burning up. So, it's been pouring down rain today, 100% chance of rain today. Barometric pressure shifted horribly, big time drop. So, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. And if you know me, you've watched me for any length of time, you know I don't tell you very often when I'm struggling, but I do tell you occasionally I'm struggling. John went back just to work today. He really didn't have to, but he went back because he had a lot to get done. And I would really like for him to be so proud of me when he gets home, but it's 2 o'clock and I've got all this Christmas still. This is another thing that's on my last nerve, is trying to get my youngins into their house. That's the builder. They just sent me a message from the builder. You know, we are very, 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 very honest people. and we don't know how to deal with dishonesty. Just pray. Help me pray that Ashley and Michael can get in their house next week. Just help me pray. So anyway, I'm flaring. And if you've never had an autoimmune disease, you may not know what that means. The chronic fatigue. I had somebody on here to say one day, you seem to be tired a lot. Da 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 da. Well, guess what? You don't have a clue how tired I am, because I hide it from y'all most of the time. Although I have been in a much better place the last few months. A much better place the last few months. I'm not doing great today. You would have enjoyed the other video so much better. It was happy. We were outside. We were in the sunshine. I wasn't sitting here sweating. I wasn't getting text messages from my daughter and son-in-law about the house. But I did want to go over these Christmas cards again, because dadgummit, I have not been to the post office. I have a feeling there'll be a few more, but I want to get these out, and I want to go over these because every one of them's special. And I just wanted to come talk to you the first of the year. I showed you all these. We talked about how beautiful they are. This is from Joyce Cook. She only lives about 11 miles from me, and she knew my son-in-law's family when he was growing up and all this. And it's just amazing. She's only like 10 miles from me, and so we're probably gonna meet up and have lunch, have coffee or something in the new year. So I'm excited about that. This is gonna not be near as funny because I actually opened them, and I actually opened some of my Molos by mistake. So now let's see if I can get some kind of semblance going back on here. This one is absolutely adorable, from Debbie Cutler, and she's also an Alabamian, and when we were down at Selma we were very close to her. But this is beautiful, and this is from her and her family, Debbie Cutler, and it's so good to have other Alabamians on board with me. And I guess it's kind of interesting when you see me in places that you know, and I was close to your house, wasn't I, Debbie, when I was in Selma? So thank you so much. She's a newer subscriber, and so then you would have, well, I'm just going to wait on that. I'm going to tell you, this is absolutely adorable, and this will come off, and I'm going to probably take this off to use in a journal later, or even if I go back and do some Christmas pages. Let's just be honest, I haven't journaled in a while. Prayer journaling, yes. Regular journaling, no. My attention span is so low. My concentration is so low. My being overwhelmed is kind of high. But you know what? My God is with me every step of the way. This is a bump in the road. I'm a member on a dysautonomia website, a Facebook page, and I don't read it a lot. But sometimes when I'm experiencing things, I will go read it. And I had posted on there that I had bins. I mean, I'm sitting here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bins. You're actually sitting on a green Christmas bin. That's got to be filled up. This is just a small portion. It's all on the bar. Anyway, it'll get packed. It's usually packed and up by now. It's usually all gone by now. But I posted something on there that, and John knew how frustrated I was last night. I said, baby, I'm sorry that I don't have everything up, because you've helped me, and you know, I know he likes for it to be up by the battery. Hold on. Why don't YouTubers check their batteries before they start? Hello? He likes for things for Christmas to be put back up by the time he goes back to work. And I say that's not something he should say to me. That was the way we were when we both worked at the college. And so, anyway, I just told him last night, I said, I just don't want you to think I'm lazy, because I'm not. And he said, Suzanne, baby, I know you're not lazy. I know you're struggling. I see the weather. You know, because I would get up, I'd sit down for an hour, and I'd get up and I'd pack another bin, and he'd say, And I have a certain way that I like to pack it. Now he's already put up all the trees. I've already got all the decorations off the trees. He's already put up all the huge items. So this is my part. You know, it's not like he's not doing anything. The man is wonderful. Let's quit griping about that, okay? This is just adorable, and you're going to hear a cute little story on this. But this is from Kay in Georgia. This channel, let me give her a shout out. Cop's Wife is one word, and I believe it says Cop's Wife Kay, K-A-Y-E. But y'all need to give her look her channel up. She's another Southern sweetie, just as sweet as she can be. Thank you, Kay. I love this card, and you're going to hear a funny story in a minute about this, okay? And then I get this adorable snowman, which you never can have too many snowmen. And this one came all the way from Canada, and it came from Mana, and I said I would slaughter her last name. Mana Sahagan is what I'm going to say. And I said I speak my Southern English just as plainly as I can. And she sent a card to Mama Love, which I've got to get to her. But I know the glitter and all doesn't show up on these cards, but the glitter is what makes them beautiful. And so thank you so much, coming all the way from Canada. How sweet is that? This card is just extremely beautiful too. I know the lighting in here does not do it justice at all. I actually opened all of these, and oh yeah, this is from one of my mystery subscribers that doesn't want their name poured all over the internet like I do, y'all. But I love the way she signed it. She said, a super fan. You remember, super fan. Like Saturday Night Live. I love it, super fan. Thank you so much. It's adorable. I keep my cards. I told y'all that. And this, oh, when I actually opened this, John said, oh, that's a beautiful card. I'm trying to reenact some of the video that I destroyed. But this is from Crystal Hernandez from California. And she said, I so enjoy you. I love you to pieces. There's a lot of pieces right now, okay? And your grandkids are so wonderful, and yes, they are. They are the light of my life. And Crystal had commented on one of my other videos, oh, I haven't seen you open my Christmas cards. Crystal, here's your Christmas card. And I got it, and I love it. Oh, holy night. Y'all, I sat down on the bed Christmas morning and recorded Oh Holy Night to send to y'all, and I haven't done it. I don't think I can get the nerve to do it. I don't think I can. You know, I sing all the time. I really want to get back singing, and I really want to put some songs on here, but I really want to work on it. So Crystal, I got your Christmas card, sweetie. And this one is from Angie Michael. Now Angie, I have laughed. The first video was the best when I took it out. I have laughed at the similarities of me and this reindeer. Now, I don't know if you did this on purpose or if this is a coincidence, but y'all, that reindeer's got the same glasses on that I have. John and I were cracking up in the car, and I said, except his face comes down more narrow. Mine's more rounded. But I had sent Angie a study Bible, and I'm so excited. I say, Angie, that is the Bible that I read through 2 years ago when I'm having a hot flash. And it's a wonderful, easy to understand and read study Bible. Let it change your life in 2020. Just let it change your life. But you need a picture of two reindeers? This made my day. You got to tell me if this was on purpose or if this was accidentally. I love it. And I will be getting, I've already started stuffing some of them. I will be getting you my Christmas card. Even though it's late, I'm going to go ahead and send it out to you. You can put it in the garbage if you want to, but I want to make sure and send y'all one in return. Now this, Kay, is the funny story about your Christmas card. I actually opened this one first, and it's from my friend Janet Stauffer in Kentucky, and I just raved over it about how cute cute it was and how I could save that part of it and use it and everything. And I just raved and raved because Janet it is adorable. As I told Kay, it's adorable. You two Southern women got good taste. And then I opened Kay's and hers. I said, how in the world, out of all the Christmas cards in the world, did you two buy the same card? But it is adorable. It's from two of my Southern friends. Now, Janet is a former Californian that has transferred to Kentucky to be with her children. So, but she's now Southern transplanted. So thank you, Janet, so much. And she just said, another wonderful year of vlogging. Thank you so much. Sometimes I think I'm crazy for putting my life out there. I don't know. I've been rethinking some things I'll share with you in a few minutes. But then another time I just I don't know. Here's one from somebody from Mama Love. Now, I'm afraid that I'm gonna miss. Now, I'm gonna go to, okay, let's just say this. I'm gonna go to the post office today and look and see if there's a last batch. A couple of you have told me that your Christmas cards were returned. P.O. Box 201, Dora, Alabama 35062. So let me know if you sent me one and I didn't get it, okay? But I've had a ball, and I'm so proud of myself. Except for these right here, I have returned everybody's. And so let me know if you didn't get yours. And, you know, we'll work something out to make sure the addresses are correct and that I did the address. But I've kept a notebook of everyone that I've sent. Oh my goodness. Can I try to finish this video? Let me mute my phone. Oh, I've had 3 phone calls since I got off this. So, gosh, where was I? I don't even know. I know I had been talking about the dysautonomia, but I'm over that. Let's just not even talk about that. It is now 3:04. If that tells you, it almost looks like it's nighttime outside. But you do realize that after Christmas, the days start getting longer and longer and longer. So we'll start getting more toward daylight savings time. 2020, man. Have no idea how long I've even been talking so far. Let's continue to pray for, I'm wanting to say the West Freeway Church of Christ. Man, how disturbing. John is on the security team at our church, and I had told him before, I said, y'all are going to need to meet again. And sure enough, they're having a brotherhood breakfast Saturday morning, and then the security team is meeting afterwards. But we need to continue to lift that church up. I got that light on. And the Jewish people that were attacked in the synagogue. I had also requested prayer for Brittany Warren Leach. And boy, my heart's just been so troubled by that. So troubled by that beautiful young family. I've been guilty of going back and watching some videos that I had already watched, knowing that she's going through some of the greatest heartache that there is. You know, we're living in some crazy times. I look at that congregation of those precious, mostly older people there, the Church of Christ. And I have dear Church of Christ friends. And it doesn't matter if it's Baptist, Methodist, Church of God, what it is. It's just so evil. But I just sit and look at them sitting there minding their own business and the gunmen to come in. And thank goodness we have the right to bear arms. You may disagree with that, but I can't help it. At this very moment, that whole church would have been slaughtered. Or a large portion of it had that man not killed the killer or killed the shooter. But we need to continue to pray for those people. Does John like carrying a gun to church when he's on security team? No. No, he doesn't. But it's necessary in the time that we live in. We've got to be very careful. I have a good friend that had an incident at a Dollar General store the other night, and it could have been huge. Of 4 men that were acting very suspicious around her, and the Lord really dealt with me, because I know what an intelligent, bright, perceptive young lady she is. She's 47, you know, just highly educated, intelligent, and just a great person. And for something like this to happen to her, they were even parked on the side of the Dollar General. They were inside the store, they were outside the store. The kidnapper, I don't know if you saw in the national news, in the white van that had a cage inside of it where the policeman stopped him, and he had a cage that was bolted to the inside wall of the van, and there was a woman in there, a kidnapper from California. Did y'all happen to see that? Well, if you saw it on the national news, it happened in Brookside, Alabama, which is 10, 11 miles from my house. So it's crazy times that we live in. We need God more than we have ever in our life. We need to remember, and my dear friend from church, there was a plot there to get somebody, and she was in their path, but God delivered her. And but I told her, I said, there was a strategy, there was a plan to try to hurt you, and it didn't work. We've got to remember that the Bible says that the enemy, he goes around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may destroy. But greater is he that is within us than he that's in this world. We've got to remember that, guys. We've got to stand up on his word in 2020. We've got to know that self-help and the things we do for ourselves is wonderful, but the Bible says our help comes from the Lord. He will strengthen you to do better for yourself. He will open doors for you. He will do things. But you know, I watched a young lady who's very popular right now. If I called her name, you would know, but I watched a few of her videos the other night, and it was all about what she was doing for herself, how she was setting her plans, how she was empowering herself. And I thought, we have none of that unless the Lord works that through us. That, yeah, you can do things in your own strength, but why do you want to? Why not do what he orders you to do, to order your steps? You think you might help me get this Christmas put up? Lord, I need your strength. I need the visual clarity, the brain working. Y'all think I'm kidding. I am not kidding right now. I am not kidding. I have not even prayed and asked him to help me to have the ability. And he just said, ask me, Suzanne. Ask and you shall receive. Y'all think that's silly? I don't. I trust in him for everything I need in my life. I told y'all this video was going to be all over the place. All over the place. Hey, I want to remind y'all, that's got so many new subscribers, that I have a Facebook page. A lot of you send me requests for Facebook requests, and I really can't bring everybody in on my personal Facebook page because A, it would be, I already have like 2,000 friends and I know them. And 2, I have to be careful because probably 90% of y'all are as safe as you can be, but then you have to be careful who you let into your personal life. And so if you really want on a Facebook page where I communicate and everything, go to Let Your Light Shine. And I'm probably going to clean up my Facebook page and let all my YouTubers be over on Let Your Light Shine, just because I need a little space, a little privacy too. And I think that, you know, I think he's calling us to be wise and to protect ourselves. Not that any of y'all are going to do anything, but it could be that 1 or 2 people that try to, we just have to be careful. We just have to be careful. So if you are not please go to Let Your Light Shine. I'll make sure I put the link down below and sign up to be on that Facebook page. And what's so wonderful is that I try to pray for y'all that send the request. I told y'all when I get a message in my comment section, I screenshot it. I move that screenshot information over to my prayer journal, and I will continue to do that. So always feel free to email me with prayer concerns or put it in the comments. That's a good way to communicate with me. I'm only one person. I can only be stretched so thin, and I'm stretched pretty thin with everything that I do in Bible teaching and taking care of my mother and my grandchildren, trying to help my daughter and them through this thing they're going through, talking with others. I can only do so much. So I want to be there for y'all. But what's so beautiful about Let Your Light Shine is that all the other people that follow me, many, there's over 500, probably close to 600 people on that page now, and they will pray with you, and that's even more beautiful. A lot of you will pray with each other way before I'll even check the messages, and so that's a beautiful thing. So hush posh, you should have seen the other video. It was so much better. Oh, this rain's gonna pass. I'm gonna get to feeling better. But anyway, I'm so glad you enjoyed the last video where John and I got out Monday and went and just had a blast in the beautiful sunshine, because it's sure not out there right now. It is just raining. And so, but I'm so glad so many of you have already commented and enjoyed it and enjoyed our fun days out. Lord, I love to go places that we haven't been and see new things and everything. So I'm going to bring you along in 2020. I'm going to bring you along physically with me on our trips and snippets of my grandchildren. I'm thinking about 2. Do I need to protect them more? Mama Love, you know I'm going to have her out there with you. But I'm going to bring you along spiritually with me in 2020 also. I really want to get into the Word. I'm yearning. I'm itching. I need that. I need to get all this Christmas put up, my chair back in the corner, so that I can really get into the Word. And so come along with me in 2020, and let's let this be a wonderful year. You know, 2020 is clear vision. And that's what we're asking the Lord for, clear vision, to lead us, guide us, direct us in the way that He wants us to go until the next video. And maybe it won't be so rambly and wild and crazy until the next one. I love all y'all. Remember, John 10:10 says that the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but God said, I came that you could have life and have it more abundantly. And I pray abundant life over you guys in 2020. Bye.